I'm pretty sure that you clicked on this video because you want to optimize your training and your results in the gym. Because the workout split influences what muscle you prioritize, how much you train a muscle group, and etc. So it's very important to have the correct split for you. It so happens that one split may work for someone, but for someone else that same split may be absolute dog shit. So keep that in mind. At the end of this video, you will find the best workout split for you. So the first split I'm gonna mention is the full body. I personally hate the split because I just don't like it, but I'm gonna explain to you why it may be good for you. So basically, this split is in its name, right? You just train your full body on one day. The pros of the split are that it's very good for busy people, people who don't have time to train, who don't have a lot of days to train, right? But here comes the cons. And the first con is that you won't be able to train your body efficiently, meaning that if you train legs first, then the whole upper body will lack in energy and you just won't get a good workout on your upper body. And the opposite happens too. If you train your upper body first, you just won't get a good leg workout that day. Also, the full body split is very tiring, so one workout may stretch to 3+ hours, and that's very tiring. So which people will I recommend this workout split to? I will recommend this to busy people, people who don't like training for a lot of days on the week, or people who just don't really care about aesthetics or getting a lot of muscle mass and just want to train for health and mobility, either one of those. Because if you train to get an aesthetic or very big muscle physique, forget about the split. The split is awful for you. You just won't be able to achieve bodybuilding standards with these splits, I'm sorry. So now let's move on to the next split. The next split we have on the list is upper lower. In my opinion, the split is a lot better than full body. And here are the reasons. So it's also very good for busy people because you're able to train 4 days a week and get amazing results. Another pro it has over full body is that you're able to prioritize certain muscles a little bit more than on full body, although it's not very prioritizable, you know. What I mean is that in one day you're training upper body and on the next day you're training lower body, right? But here comes the catch. If you are training the whole upper body in just one day, it means that you have to either prioritize the push or pull muscles, meaning you either start with chest, triceps, shoulders, or you start with the back, biceps, and etc. And what this means is basically if you start with one muscle group, the other muscle group will lack in development. Just a little bit, but it will, so keep that in mind. Also in this split, you cannot really prioritize certain muscles. So for example, if I have the split, I cannot really go on upper do biceps first, because then my whole back will be lacking and that's just bad, development. So is it good? Yeah, it's very good for beginners and people who just don't have a lot of time or just don't want to overcomplicate things. But when you start to go into intermediate levels, where you need to prioritize certain muscles you lag behind, it's a split that it's hard to, accommodate to your needs. It's very versatile, but at the same time, I cannot say that it's good for everyone. Just keep that in mind. Okay, the next split we have on the list is the bro split, and don't do it. It's awful, trust me. So first of all, bro split means that you are basically training one body part per day, meaning there's one whole day dedicated just to chest, And why this matters is because you have 7 days in a week, and for optimal growth you need to hit one muscle group at least 2 times a week. If you dedicate to every muscle just one day, one day for a whole muscle, then it means you just won't be able to hit every muscle 2 times a week. It just doesn't work like that. You have only 7 days in a week, And also people who do the split for some reason have very tiny legs, so also that. I just wouldn't recommend it to anyone. It just doesn't work, guys. I don't recommend to anyone a full split. To the next one. For the next split, we have the Arnold Split from the, famous bodybuilder Arnold Schwarzenegger, and we are moving here into gold territory. So the split is actually very, very good, but it only suits a certain group of people. So the perk with the split is you basically have on one day chest, and back, you know, the big muscles. On the next day you have arms, like shoulders, biceps, triceps, you know, and on the next day you have legs. So if you are smart, you already understand that this split is very good for those who lack in arms. If you have tiny arms, you know, you have a very good chest, very good back, you know, but you lack in biceps, triceps, shoulders, this split is amazing for you because in one day you prioritize all your muscles fully, you know, all your muscles in your arms, you prioritize them. You give them a full day to work out, and that's amazing for development. But for people who do already have big arms, like you know me, but like in chest and back maybe, the split is not really good for you because you're already taking a group of muscles that you have overdeveloped and you're making them more overdeveloped, you know, it doesn't make sense. So is it good? Yes, but not for everyone. For people with tiny arms, it's amazing. For people with good arms, you can use it, but I don't really see a point. We have yet 2 splits to cover, and if you like this video, please like it and comment me what can I do better, because it will help me a lot. So let's move to the next one. The next split is an all-time favorite. It's a legendary split. Very good. Push, pull, legs. Very simple, versatile, amazing. And don't get confused with people saying that this split is only for beginners. It is not. Absolutely not. This split is amazing for everyone. If you're intermediate, elite level, it's just very easy to, you know, work out and progress this split. Why I love this split so much? Basically because, so imagine I start with push day, you know, on Monday. And on that day, I work my chest, triceps, and shoulders. And the best part is I can choose myself which muscles I train first. So for example, if I want bigger chest, I train the chest first on the push day, and that way I will develop chest more than triceps and shoulders. But if I do like in arms, like triceps and shoulders, then maybe I will just do some arm exercises before my chest exercises. And I think that with this workout you can just do whatever you want because you have dedicated days, but for movement type, not for muscle type. Also, it's very easy to overload this type of split because you get a lot of recovery per muscle group, and it's just very easy to add weight, you know. You can add one more exercise or one more set, you know, each time, and it's very easy. It's just simple, you know, it works. I just recommend it, honestly. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's top tier split, honestly. And here comes the last split, and I think it's the best split, and it's a hybrid split. So what's a hybrid split? Because some of you may not have heard of this. It's basically when you take a split and combine it with something else. Like imagine this, I can combine push-pull legs with Arnold, or I can combine push-pull legs with full body or upper lower. What does this mean? For me personally, in my case, what I do is I do push-pull legs 3 days in a row, then I have rest or cardio day, you know, and the next day I do a full body split, and that means I train 4 or maybe 5 times a week, but I hit all my muscles 2 times, and I have some dedicated days like the push, pull and leg day to train my muscles that I want to prioritize the most. So basically hybrid is something you do yourself for your needs. Imagine this, you cannot go to the gym on Tuesday, right? Very common for some people. So what do you want to do? So you may do full body on Monday, okay, and then Wednesday you do upper lower. So Wednesday you do upper and Thursday you do lower, and then on Friday you again do full body. That means you train 4 times a week, but you still prioritize some muscle groups, you know. Basically what you want to do is adjust the gym to your life, not the other way around. And this is what a hybrid split accomplishes. If you guys like the video and if you now have something more clear to use and you understand more about splits and why you should use one or shouldn't use one, please leave a like and comment or maybe subscribe to me. So yeah, thank you for watching guys. Love you. To the next one.